I don't like cringe stuff. Hey, sup dudes, SGD here. Just a quick thing that was on my mind, because I just happened upon something on these here interwebs that sort of rubbed me the wrong way. Kind of felt like talking about it for a minute. I really don't like the entire field of cringe entertainment, I guess you'd call it. Whether it's videos or showing Facebook posts or Tumblr posts or doing whatever like that. I've seen way too many of them where it feels like, you know, you're just invited to laugh at somebody for what I find to be completely innocuous. You know, it's a lot of people who are making dumb jokes, or they're trying to make themselves into a meme maybe, or maybe it's a social interaction that went poorly, or maybe they just look dumb or whatever, you know, have a style that we don't approve of, I guess. And I just don't like it. I really don't. You know, if the target of whatever is doing something like malicious or in some way wildly inappropriate that like hurts somebody, then absolutely, you know, take them to the cleaners for it. If you're talking, you know, vulgar texts, you know, things along those lines, feel free. Or if they're the ones submitting it themselves and they're being like, hey, look at some dumb shit I did, you know, it's funny, then, you know, that's 100% a-okay. But all too often I see what is really just someone just kind of trying to be themselves out there, or just trying something. And I've even seen it with, like, kids, and that's when it, like, really sits poorly with me. You know, you get people that put up pictures of 12-year-olds who make posts or videos or whatever else, and they're sitting there just like, dude, look at this dumb little fucking kid here. It's like, no. Just no. You know, when you're getting into those ages, you know, middle school, going into high school, you don't know who the hell you are, and you're gonna try a bunch of stuff. You're gonna absorb kind of everything around you, whether it's the first bands you find, the first jokes that you think are really funny, style that maybe you saw on a TV show or something like that. You're gonna soak it all in, and you're gonna try and smush it together into something that you can call your own. And I really don't like the idea of taking that and being like, well, this person should feel like a piece of shit for it, so hopefully we're gonna get millions of people online to mock them mercilessly. You know, and the easy response to all this is always, well, you know, if they didn't want to get made fun of for it, they shouldn't have put it on the internet. And I think that's just such dog shit. Because, you know, the whole idea of the internet is that it's collaborative, and we share with each other, and we throw ourselves out there and try this, that, or the other thing. And is it gonna work always? No. But, I don't know, I feel like this, like, a very mean-spirited way of going about it is just... I don't feel it's quite right. Then again, you know, I mean, I'm the kind of person who never enjoyed watching, like, the first season of American Idol, not first season, but, like, the beginnings of each season of American Idol, because I didn't like seeing people who were just terrible singers humiliating themselves on television. I don't know, I just... It sits very poorly with me, and I know a lot of people think it's great, and they think it's not really that serious and everything else, but... You know, like I said, if it's someone submitting themselves, then go for it, but I think if you're that person, you know, what's the lesson? What are we trying to say? It feels like what we're trying to say is, don't put yourself out there. Hide from the world. Be as anonymous as possible. Make sure that that no one ever has reason to ever make fun of you, because otherwise they will, and brutally. And I think that's the wrong atmosphere. I think it's good to say, go for it, even if you fail, who cares, you know, try, you know, it's all good, you ain't hurting anybody, and that's always been my sort of overarching thing. If you ain't hurting nobody, I don't think anybody, you know, is in the right to try and rip you apart for it. I'm not saying they don't have the right to do it, but I'm saying that they're not in the right if they do. And, I don't know, you know, I guess cringe videos and everything like that industry has sort of fallen by the wayside now. And, you know, I guess I'm kind of glad for it, but I feel like it's always something that's there. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy, maybe whatever else. It's just something that was on my mind, something I felt like saying, so, okay. More gaming videos incoming. Catch you next time, dudes.